clearly took exception to some of the things that he heard me say, and he confronted me about it.
I got y'all. I told y'all something. I'm not bothering nobody. I want peace. Y'all following me for no reason. I asked y'all nice. Please leave me alone.
I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money.
A surprising claim has emerged from ESPN commentator Stephen A. Smith. He says this story could mark the end of Floyd Money Mayweather's image as endlessly rich. For years, Mayweather has been famous for luxury, loud confidence, and a perfect boxing record. Smith now suggests that this public image was not fully real. He claims serious money trouble, including bankruptcy, IRS scrutiny, and growing legal cases. If true, this could change how fans see one of sport's most famous figures.
I didn't got nothing. Please, listen, all us going to go in there. We're doing our jobs too, man. Please leave us alone.
Okay, just want to comment.
Okay.
The words he has done quickly spread across social media after Smith delivered his bold statements during a tense moment on First Take. His comments sparked intense discussion and non-stop reactions from fans and critics alike. People began questioning what was really happening behind the scenes of Mayweather's once untouchable business world and whether his powerful image was finally starting to fall apart.
What I do know, which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. John Gotti III, I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. And yes, I'm being smart. I'm not trying to disrespect the grandson of a mobster. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
To see why this money downfall matters, it helps to look at how big Mayweather's rise really was. Floyd Mayweather Jr. was born in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and turned pro in 1996. He quickly stood out as a master in the ring, using sharp defense, fast reactions, and smart planning. These skills helped him retire with a perfect 50-win record and no losses. He earned the name Money because he changed how boxing business worked. In 2006, he paid $750,000 to leave his top-ranked deal, which turned out to be a major turning point. He started Mayweather Promotions and took full control of his fight earnings and pay-per-view money. Over time, he competed in some of the highest-earning fights ever. His 2015 bout with Manny Pacquiao made over $600 million. In 2017, his match with Conor McGregor brought in another $300 million. For a period, Forbes listed him as the top-earning athlete in the world. Still, Stephen A. Smith pointed out that earning a lot means nothing if spending never stops.
Beyond the glitz and glamour, the flossing, the pomp and circumstances surrounding everything that culminated in Saturday night's Mayweather versus McGregor fight, there were a few sightings that were relatively low-key in comparison, but more significant than many may realize. At the weigh-in, there was a two-time NBA champion, Draymond Green, and star guard Paul George. On fight night, of course, there was LeBron James, James Harden, Isaiah Thomas, and a few others. And none of them were there just to pay homage to Mayweather, the fighter. It's the businessman in Mayweather they actually love even more. As the sun clearly set on the boxing career of Mayweather, many can reflect on a lot of things about the man. He wasn't a Mike Tyson-like knockout artist, or even Tommy the Hitman Hearns. To many, he wasn't even Sugar Ray Leonard. He certainly can't be confused with Muhammad Ali or any other fighter who's ever been socially conscious. No doubt he was guilty of domestic violence, as our very own The Undefeated accurately pointed out. He definitely had his share of boring fights that didn't give the people what they actually wanted to see. But that ain't the legacy these athletes are paying attention to.
Mayweather's lifestyle went far beyond simple luxury and moved into non-stop excess rarely seen even among the richest athletes. His spending became part of his public image, with every move meant to prove he truly was Money Mayweather. He used private jets as if they were everyday transport and surrounded himself with collections of Bugattis and Rolls-Royces while showing it all off without restraint. One of the clearest signs of this behavior was his $18 million diamond-covered watch, which instantly drew attention everywhere it appeared. Reports say nights at Las Vegas strip clubs often cost him more than $25,000 each time, and he treated that level of spending as normal. He owned several massive homes in places like Beverly Hills, Las Vegas, and Miami that were fully staffed and expensive to maintain even when empty. He was also known for carrying bags packed with cash and displaying them online as proof of endless riches. Videos of him laying out stacks of $100 bills or counting huge sums helped sell the image of total financial control. Yet behind all the flash, financial experts repeatedly sounded alarms. They warned that spending at that scale only works when money keeps coming in, and once the fights end, the pressure builds fast. One former advisor explained that when income stops, the bills do not, which now appears to reflect Mayweather's harsh financial situation.
Why fight Logan Paul?
Name another boxer besides myself that's more famous than Logan Paul.
Tyson Fury?
What? I want you to look up Tyson Fury, how many followers, and look up how many followers Logan Paul has.
Logan Paul, 56 million. Tyson Fury, 4 million.
So 50 compared to 4 something. I can fight a fighter right now, guarantee myself 35 million. Or me and Logan Paul can go out and entertain and have fun and make 100 million or more. So if you were me, you gotta look at 35 million for 12 rounds and 100 for 6 rounds. Big difference.
During a heated episode of First Take, Stephen A. Smith spoke without restraint. He said he had reviewed documents and talked to reliable sources and warned viewers that Floyd Mayweather was in deep trouble. Smith made it clear this was no longer gossip. He stated that the IRS is after Mayweather, creditors are demanding payment and assets are being sold off quickly. He stressed that the boxer no longer has massive fight paydays to save himself. Smith explained that Mayweather is dealing with a multi-million-dollar tax lien, has borrowed against several properties, and has fallen behind on years of tax bills. He added that multiple business projects have collapsed and lawsuits from frustrated investors are now piling up. One of the most troubling claims was that Mayweather has quietly started selling valuable items, including rare cars and expensive jewelry, to cover growing debts. Smith pointed to a noticeable change in Mayweather's behavior, saying that someone does not go from openly bragging about spending $1.4 million in one day to suddenly saying nothing about money unless something is seriously wrong. The once loud symbol of wealth has gone silent, causing concern that the money Mayweather image was never as solid as it appeared. His tax problems did not appear overnight. In 2017, Mayweather requested to delay paying taxes from 2015 until after the McGregor fight, claiming he lacked ready cash despite massive earnings. At the time, many dismissed it as strategy, but sources now believe it was an early warning sign of much deeper financial trouble.
You can trust the news. There's no such thing as fake. I'm working for ESPN. We're broadcasting the Mayweather-McGregor fight live. And to this day, they will tell you that's a record. That's the biggest fight ever. That thing was sold out. That place was, people were dressed up as empty seats. And I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And I go, it's not even close. Yeah. This isn't like, it's pretty much full. This isn't, there's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match. And the guys that wrote the checks.
But why didn't it sell out? I mean, it's such two big draws. They promoted it so well.
All anybody was talking about.
Yeah, there's still a number.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big a draw is, there's still a number. If this guy got 100 million, this guy got 100 million, then you got to advertise it, promote it. You got to bring
it's the guarantees that kill everything. If they were just getting percentages, then obviously everybody would.
You're saying the seats were empty. I can understand it not making the money, but the seats being empty seems
peculiar.
Crazy.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the world where you have a pay-per-view hit that didn't have a live audience hit. Like if your live audience is your first focus group, isn't sold out, you didn't do pay-per-view numbers.
Sure.
But boxing will still claim that to this day. They still to this day claim that that's number one. And if you want to be the biggest pay-per-view in boxing history, all you have to do is claim it.
Long before Floyd Mayweather adopted the Money Mayweather image, he was already dealing with major money problems. Even while winning in the ring, reports surfaced that he could face jail time because of unpaid taxes. To stay out of prison, he reportedly borrowed $2 million just to reduce part of his growing tax debt. This was not the story of a smart investor or financial mastermind as many believed. Instead, it showed a man close to financial disaster struggling to support an expensive lifestyle while ignoring basic money responsibilities. Rather than focusing on proper financial planning, Mayweather focused on excess by buying luxury cars, costly jewelry, and keeping several mansions. His constant displays of wealth created the illusion that everything was under control while serious financial mistakes were happening behind the scenes. Taking out loans to cover debts only made his situation worse and showed that reckless spending and poor planning were catching up to him. This moment marked the start of a damaging pattern that would later play a major role in the financial troubles he is now facing.
Me and Eric B were at, from Eric B and Rakim, we were at the Mondrian. Floyd Mayweather was there. He had some tax issues. He was about to go to jail, but that's before Money Mayweather, that's Pretty Boy Floyd.
Got you.
He was speaking to E, he needed a couple of $1 million to stay out of jail. I called my man Neil, who I was rocking with heavy. He owned Scunty, the hair accessory company. Everybody thought I was crazy. Said, yo, loan me $2 million. I want to sign Floyd. He flew out, loaned me the $2 million, and from there on, we were in the boxing business.
Before the Money Mayweather image existed, stories were already circulating about Floyd facing serious tax trouble. One account recalls being at the Mandalay Bay where Mayweather was present dealing with issues that nearly sent him to jail back when he was known as Pretty Boy Floyd. He reportedly needed a few $1 million fast to avoid that outcome. A call was made to a wealthy business owner who agreed to loan $2 million so Floyd could stay free, and that moment led to new involvement in boxing. At one point, Mayweather was said to owe the IRS more than $22 million, a number that shocked many people. For someone who constantly claimed to be the richest athlete alive, this massive tax debt raised serious doubts. It revealed a clear gap between the image he showed the public and the truth of his finances. While he showed off private jets, luxury cars, and huge shopping sprees, this debt suggested that much of his money was poorly handled or overstated. His brand was built on financial dominance, yet failing to pay taxes on time showed his situation was far from secure. What looked like smart business now appeared to be a flashy front. The struggle to meet basic obligations proved that even extreme wealth can crumble when money is mismanaged, and that a loud lifestyle does not guarantee lasting financial stability.
Floyd Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back. Like and follow for more.
Even rapper 50 Cent, who was once a close friend and business partner of Floyd Mayweather, spoke openly about the boxer's money problems. In several interviews, he described a troubling pattern of spending that included jewelry, private planes, strip clubs, and heavy gambling. He said the biggest issue was not just how much money was spent, but how careless the spending had become. According to him, Mayweather would lose millions without hesitation, acting as if the cash would never run dry. What made these comments hit harder was that 50 Cent was not an outsider, but someone who had seen this lifestyle up close. When he publicly claimed that Floyd had burned through his fortune and was now broke, it shocked both the sports and entertainment worlds. This sharply clashed with the image Mayweather had built of being untouchable and endlessly rich. Coming from a former ally, his words added serious weight to the growing belief that Mayweather's financial empire was quietly falling apart.
I believe that Floyd Mayweather has gone completely broke. And not just broke, but millions and millions of dollars in debt. And I know it sounds crazy to some of you out there, but trust me, I have legitimate proof. Watch this.
He asked me to help him, so I could stop them from using TMT as their logo right now. Because
so you wouldn't do that because y'all cool again.
Yeah, I'm just not chasing it. But to be honest with you, I incorporated TMT in Delaware while he was incarcerated. Because he didn't sign the paper doesn't mean the corporation isn't valid. So I could actually, technically, it trademarks the term of it because his entire corporation is built on it. So I could tell you, you can't have TMT socks. You can't have that TMT shirt you got on. He don't understand that because he's just not. I just said it, and he won't be able to figure out that I could do that.
Damn, you and this guy, man. I thought y'all was good again.
We are good. I just don't understand why he having the conversation. How am I coming up in conversation? I don't even care about what they're doing.
So there's still some static.
No, it only happens when it's fight time.
Got it.
It's time to build some type of energy or some sort of press. Right. It's time to make a fight, and then that happens.
So through the BX Fight Club, you met someone,
Isaac right?
Right, because they had to legalize it on paper to turn it into like a dark show, like when they don't have television involved with a boxing event. Even Floyd, when you make yourself like we got issues or anger, he's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. Is get the money, spend the money.
Oscar De La Hoya, a former rival and boxing legend, openly criticized Floyd Mayweather for continuing to take part in exhibition fights and urged him to stop embarrassing himself. In a video shared on Instagram, he spoke directly to Mayweather and said that at his age and status, he should protect his legacy instead of chasing these matches. He suggested that while life can be costly, Mayweather should put his long-term reputation ahead of short-term needs. His comments followed Mayweather's exhibition bout with John Gotti III, which ended in controversy and was met with loud boos from the crowd. De La Hoya's remarks reflect a wider concern that these post-retirement appearances could damage the spotless legacy Mayweather built over many years in the ring. By staying involved in exhibition fights, Mayweather risks taking attention away from his achievements and changing how fans remember his career. The message was clear that preserving legacy matters more than quick attention or easy money.
Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
In early 2025, Floyd Mayweather tried to show a charitable side by donating to homeless shelters in Los Angeles, but many people were doubtful. At first, his actions were praised, but confusion grew when he posted on Instagram that he was still in Dubai around the same time the donation was reported. This raised questions about whether his generosity was genuine or just an attempt to improve his public image amid financial pressure. Things got more complicated when Gervonta Davis, a former protege of Mayweather, made a shocking claim. Davis said Mayweather wasn't on a world tour as he claimed, but was actually being held in Dubai over unpaid debts, including luxury jewelry and other expensive items. Veteran boxing agent Rick Glazer backed up these claims, confirming that Dubai's courts were indeed detaining Mayweather for significant debts not related to boxing. Glazer noted that Dubai treats debt very seriously, implying that Mayweather was struggling to settle his obligations without success.
Now, this comes amid, rumors of Floyd Mayweather being stuck in Dubai because he owes people money. And, these are coming from trustworthy sources, Gervonta Davis, Floyd Mayweather, people who know about Floyd Mayweather's inner life. But back to TMZ. So they reported Floyd Mayweather was courtside for last night's pivotal Clippers versus Mavericks game. But before money got to the arena, he was handing it out, blessing 3 homeless men with $30K. Now, there are no pictures. There is no video of this happening, but there is an official TMZ article, and TMZ usually gets it right. TMZ also said, we're told Mayweather began talking to the guys and decided he wanted to help. So he busted out his backpack and blessed each guy with 10 racks. I don't want to show my face, but Floyd just gave us $30,000, Reynolds, one of the men, said after receiving the gift.
Adding weight to Davis's claims, veteran boxing agent Rick Glazer confirmed that Mayweather was indeed being held by Dubai's courts over large debts unrelated to boxing. Glazer noted that Dubai treats debt very seriously, implying that Mayweather was struggling unsuccessfully to resolve the situation. In what appeared to be a response, Mayweather made a public appearance at an NBA game in Los Angeles, reportedly giving $30,000 to 3 homeless individuals. Yet, this act was met with skepticism, as it occurred around the same time as the alleged detainment, causing people to question whether his charity was genuine or a planned move to shift attention from his financial troubles. Things grew more complicated as Mayweather made bold claims about his wealth, including owning 62 buildings worth $42 million. Critics have questioned these statements, suggesting they may be attempts to show financial stability despite mounting signs of money problems. Together with the disputes with Davis, these controversies have cast doubt over Mayweather's legacy, raising concerns about the sustainability of his extravagant lifestyle and the transparency of his finances.
Turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
According to Stephen A. Smith, a recent filing shows that Mayweather still owes over $52 million in back taxes from 2015 to 2022. The IRS has reportedly started freezing some of his accounts and investigating his assets. Financial analyst Chris Wan highlighted the intense pressure the IRS places on people with large tax debts. He explained that when someone owes a huge amount, the IRS monitors every financial move, making it extremely hard to manage money until the debt is settled. This level of scrutiny can be overwhelming, as the agency reviews income, spending, and asset purchases to ensure compliance and recover what's owed.
Well, there may be another reason Floyd Mayweather has agreed to fight Conor McGregor. ESPN reporting that Mayweather, get this, still has not paid his taxes for 2015. We don't know how much money Mayweather owes, but he's asking the IRS for a break until the fight, the end of August. Mayweather made about $220 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao. That was back in 2015. He's expected to make about that much for the McGregor fight. Maybe he should have stayed retired and paid his taxes.
Yeah, paying taxes, usually that catches up with you if you don't do that.
Do you think this evidence proves Mayweather's financial collapse, or could there be more to the story? Share your thoughts in the comments.